Hi, in this video I'll be going over an exercise that I use to, or that I'm starting to use rather, to memorize the notes over the entire fretboard. Uh, the way that this would work is I have the circle of fifths written out on a board out of shot, and what I will do is find each of the notes in sequence on one string. So the sequence would go, for example, on the E string, C, G, D, A, E, B, F, and that would all be within the first 12 frets because that's what you would most commonly use. As you tend to start out on bass and electric guitar, the first string that you kind of memorize is the bottom E string, which as of current I've got down quite well, so I can just rattle them off: C, G, C, G, D, A, E, B, and F. Playing them in sequence is a bit weird, or in that sequence where I've got to jump up and down is a bit tricky to do. But where I would really kind of appreciate this more is in the A, D, and G strings, because I tend to give these less attention because I'm used to going with something that has its root or its kind of home being on a note on the thickest bottom string. So for example, those pentatonic shapes, be them the minor or the major ones, on the A string, that exercise would be C, G, D, A, E, B, and F. Yeah, F would be there. No, it would be there in fact. As you can see, or maybe you can't. This is the first bass that I ever got, and what I did at the very start was because I was literally a beginner. Was I took some stickers that you could find at any stationery shop, little coloured dots. I wrote the note names on, and then I kept the colours consistent with the notes, and I put them across the board. I found that this was the easiest way to kind of pick things up and get a hand for some of the notes and the riffs that I would be learning first. But as I've evolved, I want to figure out the notes uh, all across the fretboard, and this exercise is something that I can start to do to increase my knowledge of that. On the D string, that exercise would go C here, G, C, G. It's quite hard. D would be the open or the 12. A, E, B, yep, and then the F. You can see how much that one was a lot more slow for me. Something I've thought of doing is taking this down into chunks, so just getting the first four notes done on each string. So again, that's C, G, D, A, and then I'll do that again. C, G, D, A, C, G. I'll go to the open. D, A, C, G, D, A. and then I'll do it on the A string. C, G, D, A, C, G, D, A, and then on the root, oh no, the E string rather, C, G, D, A. Back up here, C, G, D, A, C, G, D, A. Let's try it on the highest string now. So my C would be. You can tell that I really do need to do this. So it'd be there. C, G of course is the open. C, G, D, A. So again, C, G, D, A. C, G, D, A. Back to here. C, G, D, A. C, G, D, A. C, G, D, A. C, G, D, A. And I'm gonna just over time practice these and these and get these underway, and just kind of speed these up and add the last three notes so I can get it hopefully to or also I can do also I can do the whole sequence. So C, C, G, D, A, E, B, F there, sorry. E, B, F, E, B, F, C, G, D, A, E, B, F. Much better. Hopefully, if I can get it like that, then I'll be quite happy with that. As you'll notice, I'm saying the notes out loud, so that I associate them more with that fretboard place. So C, G, D, A, E, B, F. Much better. C, G, A. No. C, C, G, D, A, E, B, F, B, E, F. Much better. And yeah, I'll continue to go with this and put an update video on how this particular exercise is going. Bye.